Hey guys. Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing. Sorry, I've been running around with my dogs, so I'm a little out of breath. And running up and down stairs for the last 5 minutes. Okay, so today I'm going to be drawing Julian from Arcana, and it's probably going to be a little bit more than a 6-minute sketch, just because I'm not even going to time it. There's no reason to time it. I'm going to be painting him as well. So anyway, had to chase my dogs all over a parking lot because they decided that they wanted to run. And I'm like, I don't run, dogs, no. Actually, I should probably start running. It'd be healthier for me. Less chip, more running. Anyway, all right. Buddy. There we are. So this character was suggested for me through the live stream I had on Sunday. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I really am bad at remembering names. If I saw your face, I totally remember you, but I am awful at remembering names. But thank you very much for the suggestion. Yeah. So, just get him drawn very quickly. Really like this design. I don't know if I'm drawing I found some reference, and I don't know if I'm drawing him from the actual designs from the series game. I'm assuming it's a game. I'm sorry if my assumption is wrong. But I really liked these designs, and this is the most prominent art. So, anyway. Alright, now we need costume. You have really nice cheekbones. I have to remember that. Alright. Every time I change image on Google, it screws up my screen. I can't see what I'm drawing, and I want to make sure that everything's in focus, so. He seems like more of a grumpapus than what I'm drawing him as, so I do apologize if I got his character wrong. I do not know this character. I should have done a little bit more reading on him. Anyway. 2 buttons. Alright, yeah, so he's got some black leather gloves. And a very dark, almost purple costume with red. Okay, cool. Cool. I see part of his hand here. Wow. Oh, wait. Here I am trying to hide hands under capes, and I'm drawing the cape wrong. Anyway, not the biggest of deals. It can be fixed. It can be done. Alright. Yes. Person. Okay, so one thing I always recommend is if you are painting with watercolor, acrylics, or anything, don't do this. If you're going to have a drink, have it in a closed container so that you don't dip your paintbrush in your tea or your coffee or whatever you're drinking, because that's why I kind of have to laugh at these drink and draw things, because or the paint nights that you can go to. It's a thing in Canada. I'm pretty sure it's probably a thing in the States as well. The reason I have to laugh is because usually if you have an open container of liquid, you will put your paintbrush in whatever container is closer to you. So I've had to learn, because I'm right-handed, I keep my water on the right and my drink on the left, and I won't, shit, I just fucked that entire color up. Oh well. Screw up. Not screw up, but usually I won't like dip it in the wrong container if I have it on my right, or my water on my right. Sorry, words, hard when mixing paint. So this paper doesn't really like to take a lot of water, but it can take some, which is pretty awesome. And for those of you curious how I'm making flesh tone, you take like a yellow ochre, mix it with like a cadmium red, like a touch of cadmium red. The cadmium will go a really long way. And then I usually add a little bit of like I think that's like an ultramarine blue to it, and it just dulls it down just enough. It depends on like the type of skin tone you're trying to hit. This guy's going to be super saturated, but that's kind of okay because he looks like he's saturated in points. Other than that, was way too dark. Oh well, not a big deal. Yay! Your lips. I feel like such a degenerate this Halloween. Like I haven't I think that was the wrong word. Oh well. I really haven't been like watching any Halloween movies. Like we just watched Ghostbusters last night, which was awesome, but like I've just been like, I don't care. I'm not watching anything, and I come home and I'm just like, I just want to go to bed. Lame as I am. I am lame. Anyway. Alrighty, so hit some color up here. It needs more red, because he's got more red in his hair. Just throw that down. That's a burnt umber. I think that's just an umber. I'm not 100%. I've had this set for so friggin' long, I can't actually remember, which isn't great, but whatever. I think they're on the bottom of the pans too, but they've also like dropped and fallen out. I'm like, I don't know what color this is. Anyway. So, whatever. Hopefully this video isn't taking too long. Probably is. Oh well. We deal with it, we move on. So I will ink this after. I won't be able to ink it for a while because it's going to be pretty wet. And then I will post it on like Instagram, which will post to Twitter and Tumblr for me. So whatever social media you are watching me on, you will be able to see it later. And I hope I actually found the official artwork and not somebody who's like just really great fan art, because I would feel so bad. Because I kind of like, when I draw game art and I'm not used to the character, I'll try and get the character as close on model as I can, and then I will, like, I'll start mutating it into more of my style afterwards. So if this is somebody's art style, I'm really sorry. That's just how I draw. Alright. So, next really cool watercolorish tip. When you need to make a black and you don't have one, you take ultramarine blue. Pretty sure it's ultramarine blue. Yeah. And you take burnt umber and you mix them. and you get this really nice Payne's gray like black. So the more pigment you use, the darker it'll go. And it's just a really nice black. So, you can probably hear my dog in the background whining. I just let you out. Yeah. But yeah, you'll get this really nice kind of blued gray black, which gives you more depth in your blacks. So yeah, just a really neat thing. If you need black, you don't have it, but you have like a brown, a darker brown, and like a darker blue, you just mix the two of those together. Anyway, a lot of watercolor sets, like the Winster Newton that I bought, didn't have black, so I'm like, frig, how do I do black? And I just started mixing colors, and I found out this, which then I looked it up, and it was actually a real thing. So anyway, a lot of times when you take a painting class, they'll be like, don't use black. And it's like, what? Why? Because one thing is, if you use just a straight black, it will actually, like, oh, god damn it, Jen. Sorry, my dog. If you use a straight black, it'll just like pop out way too much. And when you gray down the tones, say you wanted to darken a tone and you put black in, it flattens it out. Like, you won't have depth to it. That's why color theory is really important when you're painting, especially with like watercolor and like oil paints, acrylics, anything really. Like, color theory is a very, very important thing, because then you learn like what colors mix well together to make other colors, like how you get really great depth but not flattening your images, that kind of shite. Anyways, is that the right color? Yeah, it is. Okay, so sorry, I'm like all over the place here. Anyway, my dog is whining. I'm gonna have to go let her out. Damn it. Alright, that's okay, this video's gone on for like 12 minutes anyways. So I will just put some light finishing touches on here, and then make you guys a purple so you can see that. See, I never know if the dog is whining because she has to go out, or the dog is whining because she can hear my voice and she can't get at me. So I can't have her up in my office because they ripped through my computer wires, and they have ripped my computer monitor off my desk at one point. So it's like I've blocked that area off as best as I could, but they get under my desk and they're just like, we get to play upstairs. And I'm like, no, you don't. Go away. So they're downstairs right now, and they just don't like that. Okay, so again, we use the same blue. Okay, if you're mixing for purples, I know you guys can't see what I'm mixing up in the corner here. If you mix a warm red, see I have two reds, okay? That's the cool and that's the warm. If you mix the warm red with the cool blue, you'll get like a really ugly brown. And a lot of times if you mix like the warm red with like any of the blue spectrum, you'll just get really shitty, browny, like dirty rust type reds. If that's what you're looking for, that's great. But if you're looking for like a really nice purple, you use cool reds. So like a bright purple, you would use like a magenta. And for this purple that I'm trying to hit right now, I'm using the only red I have in here I can mix with. So yeah, it's just like trying to, like, it's mixing and matching. That's why it's always good to have a bigger palette. Like, I have a really small palette right here, and it's actually, like, really annoying that it's so small. So, to get the color I wanted, I took this blue, which I think is a royal blue. I can't remember the exact color of blue it is. And I mixed it with that, as well as a little bit of this to give it the dark color I needed. And that's going to give me the proper purple. So, there you go. My morning sketch, you're also getting a watercolor and color mixing lesson. Can you tell how many cups of coffee I've had? Like, seriously? I've had like 3. The caffeine is working. Yay. Alright, so now this is like just a watercolor sketch to me, so I'm not really yeah, it's not like a really finished illustration. I would have cleaned up the lines a lot more and transferred it onto good watercolor paper and the whole shebang type thing if it was going to be for any kind of like a print or anything like that. I would take more care, but this is just kind of like a watercolor demo sketch thing that I was playing with. So anyway. Yeah, she can hear me. Damn it. Alright. Mm-hmm. Anyway, alright, so this is about it for this demo and this sketch. I will add a few more details in and add a little bit more tone and shading into it and stuff like that, like in the face and then in the costume. But also I have to add the reds, but I have to let everything dry before I add in anything red because red bleeds. Like, it's the same with like any kind of red dye you get, it's a bleeder. I don't know why reds are bleeders, but they are. Yeah, so I will finish up this. Get the patch in here. I want to let the hair dry before I put the patch in, just because it would have like bled out. Wet, going dry next to wet will actually just bleed into wet. So you always want to make sure that even if the artwork's a little damp, because it's probably still damp, it at least has had time to soak in and there's not like puddles of water sitting there. I really have to go take that dog out now. Okay. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. Hopefully you enjoyed the watercolor demo. Sorry, oh my god, this video is almost like, it's so long. I hate long videos. Anyways, but hopefully you got like some good information and some interesting tips out of it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before. Yeah, and like one of the things, you don't need to have every color in the rainbow to make like really pretty art. You just need to know how to mix really good colors. And there's really like 5 colors you do need. I will go over those in another video though, because I have to like recheck the names and make sure that I'm not giving you guys the wrong information. But usually if you want really bright, vibrant colors, I will get you the names of the 3 major ones at least that you need for mixing to get like really amazing, bright, vibrant, almost psychedelic paint mixes. Anyways, alright. If you have any questions on this video or any other video, please leave it in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions or would like me to do any other kind of tutorial, please let me know, again, in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. And yeah, I will be back probably later today with another video. I'm going to be doing the Dollarama review. Yeah, so I will show you what you can get from there, and I'll go a little bit more in depth to their products, and I'll pick up like a few different things so you guys can see. Also, they have a range of acrylic paints that if you are getting into acrylic paint, I always suggest, actually Dollar Tree, I really like their paints as well. If you're want to get into acrylic, I would just go to the dollar store and pick up basic colors there and then play with those, because acrylic paint can get really expensive. And if you're just practicing, I'd go with the cheapest shit you can get. Alright? Anyways, so again, I'm done. Video is now 20 fucking minutes long, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Now.